March is National Ladder Safety Month, and the wonderful folks at the American Ladder Institute, or ALI, is on a mission to promote the safe use of ladders because every step matters. Joining me right now is Mike Van Bree. He's the Director, Product Safety and Engineering at Louisville Ladder Inc. and the sitting president of the American Ladder Institute. Aloha, Mike. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to take a few minutes and talk about ladder safety.
Very, very important. And actually, I had no idea there was a ladder safety month. You guys have an entire month committed to this. Are there a lot of ladder mishaps, Mike?
Well, each year, unfortunately, there's thousands of serious injuries and even fatalities that can occur. And we're using this as an opportunity to highlight the safe ladder use so that hopefully people will pause for just a minute and think about those important steps to using a ladder safely.
I like that. I actually made a mistake one time where I actually stood on the top step where it says do not step, and I actually fell off the ladder from, I think it was might have been a 5 or 6 foot ladder straight onto my back. So I have personal experience. Can you give us some pro tips when it comes to ladder use so we can avoid injury?
Well, you've just described a horrible event that I'm sure you won't repeat.
Yes.
But, sure. In terms of tips, let's keep it simple. It's really 4 key steps. You want to make sure that you select the right ladder. So you're going to choose a step ladder that's self-supporting or an extension ladder that's leanable, depending on the task and how you need to get to it. If you're going to an elevation, another surface, you want to make sure you're using an extension ladder, not a step ladder, to transfer to another object, for example. You also are going to, after you've selected that ladder, inspect it. Make sure there's no damage. We don't want somebody using a damaged ladder that may break and malfunction during the course of their use. Now you want to jump into safe setup. So the ladder needs to be set up, if it's a self-supporting ladder, on all 4 feet. And with the spreaders, those braces on the side, those need to be down and locked. It needs to be firm, level ground so that you've got a good base of support. If it's an extension ladder, similar, you need that good, firm, level surface, and then you need proper support for the feet and for both top rails. You don't want that top rung resting on an object. If you're going onto an elevated surface, you want it extending 3 feet above. And now you've got it all set up. Now you need to use it safely. So we want you to make sure you keep your body centered. We want you to make sure you don't overreach. Get down and move that ladder if you need to get a little closer, and keep yourself safe. Stay aware of what you're doing. When you're climbing, maintain 3 points of contact. When you're working, stay in contact with the ladder. Don't just try and balance on your feet. Use the ladder for contact and to hold. Don't keep things out of your hands when you are climbing so that you don't have any issues there. Those are kind of the basics. And, if you select, inspect, set up, and use this ladder in a reasonable manner, and all that's covered on the warnings and instructions. So I can't highlight that enough. Make sure I know sometimes people make fun of those labels on the ladders, but those hit the highlights. And if you follow those, you can use your ladder safely and avoid the types of incidents that you had with your trimming accident.
Well, yeah, exactly. And, I will never laugh at the instructions again. Thank you so much. Mike Van Bree is the president of the American Ladder Institute. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, Mike.
Thank you.
Information.
That was so cool.
Yeah.